Alright, hey all, test. Alright, looks good. I'm throwing out stream announcements, and then we'll get going. Okay. Still waiting for a game to start here, but decided to kick the stream off. But hopefully it won't be like that other day where I was waiting like 30, 40 minutes or whatever. But I have hope. I have hope that it'll be faster. That was pretty atypical. My current open table doesn't only has one person at it in simple games. If I wanted to play extra spaces, there's this other table, but don't really like extra spaced games. So we'll just wait. A lot of solo games going on for some reason, but it does look like the arena queue has been slow. Last arena table was 9 minutes ago. Never mind. It's just a weird order. So I barely missed it, so that's a little bit concerning. This is a pretty decent table. This is quite a good table here too. Real time started 40-some minutes ago. 52 minutes ago. Alright, there's a decent number of games out there, so the downside is could be a little tricky finding players. Just because there are quite a lot of people playing real time at the moment. But that is a lot of tables, real time Greek tables. Like the good news is honestly a lot of people are playing at the moment, which is great to see. I agree, lots of real time tables to be honest. But yeah, that's mildly an issue for me at the moment potentially because it could be hard to actually get my own game. Although the arena queue says waiting for one, so hopefully it won't be too long. Otherwise, yeah, I don't have a lot else. The St. Petersburg play by email semifinals started up, so I'm hoping for decent results in that. Although I have like the worst starting position in all of my St. Petersburg tables, so that's kind of annoying. But overall, it's probably gonna be okay. But definitely starting in the hole. So you're gonna need some flips, but you always need some flips in that game. Always need some good breaks, and they might happen. We'll see. There's a lot of time left for those tables to go the right way, but the early look of it is not great. Sounds like somebody else joined our table. Oh no, somebody did join the table and then instantly left. Not happy with the settings. These are all additional spaces tables, so I don't really want that. HIKLJ, welcome, yes. Good morning indeed. Alright. Our table's almost full. We might actually get a game on time today, people. Alright. 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 Thanks, HIKLJ. I don't really know why I keep that around. You're basically the only one that uses that button. And then you make me do push-ups. But that's alright. It's good. It's a great reward. Alright. Excellent. Well, I'm glad people enjoy it. I mean, to be honest, I really don't know what rewards to do. Speaking of rewards, God, I still have several. I have a backlog of games I'm supposed to do, so literally all of your channel points go there. I'm pretty aware. I'm pretty aware that that's the only thing you spend them on. But yeah. All right. Average players and above, ban list, draft 10-7, CD new. Okay, this seems acceptable. This is a trading mode table. Why the heck are they at a trading mode table? I don't know what's up. All right. Yeah, should get a table pretty fast. I'm playing an async table with a handful of strong players. I guess I can't really show it because some of them might see my hand. I was gonna say we could talk about this table, but I don't really want to show my hand, I guess. But anyhow, the short answer is at that table, I have a carpenter's parlor. I SP'd with it in round 4. Growth flipped in 5. Nobody had rooms. I was able to double build. So it should be a pretty easy win because I got to grow in round 5 and round 6. And I'm going to be fed. I mean, it's huge action advantage, so it should lead to a win. But we'll see. They're all strong players. Like, I don't really have a lot else for my game plan besides for the fact I can build cheap rooms and grow fast. But I was able to build cheap rooms and grow fast, so that's often winning. But I have very little else to show for it besides, I mean, 4 family members again. So having 4 family members entering round 7, very strong position, but it's not completely won yet. But that game's feeling good. So that game has nice breaks. We'll see how the game here today goes. Assuming again that I actually get a game anytime soon, which I don't know. Again, there's lots of tables playing, so it shouldn't be that hard, but just a little tricky getting there apparently. Oh wait, I can't go to this page, can I? Oh, I can. Let's say I might be killing my arena search if I try this. Oh, am I queuing for arena? Yeah. Take issue with the arena settings? I am queuing for arena at the same time, yeah. I think the arena settings are fine. I just don't prefer the arena not having as strong of a rep filter and not having a strength filter. I would rather get a table with all good players and high rep than, wind up playing whatever random arena table. Like, too many arena tables wind up you're playing, a 120s player along with 2 experts and then a 200s player, and then seeding order determines so much and it's so warping. Even filtering to 200 plus is not a hell of a lot, but if I sat here waiting for strong players plus, I could be waiting all day. But that's the main reason that I try to get tables with high rep and relatively higher skill, but it's hard to achieve that. So then we also sit in the arena queue and hope. But yeah, just I don't know. Arena tables are so bleh half the time. Sometimes you get some pretty fun and interesting arena tables, and Agricola is still relatively fun with different skill levels, but sometimes it can be real frustrating when somebody is hugely warping the game without them realizing. Yeah, my table did bail on me. I don't know where they went. They just, I mean, I guess maybe there's some tables I can't join. No, that's really not the issue. I don't know. They left into the ether. The one person left and the other person didn't want to wait, which that happens. I get it. They don't want to sit here waiting forever. They very well could have jumped to another game, right? Not everybody is trying to play Agricola and Agricola only. So it's very possible they're playing something else now, or they just had to start soon and knew if they started now it'd be too long, but it's kind of a bummer. But then, yeah, I tend to find people don't like joining tables that have been sitting here too long. So I do think I'm going to restart this quick. Oh, wow, yeah, there's a bunch of tables I can't join. Oh, wait, oh, wow, wait, they're showing me arena. Oh, weird. That's very weird. Oh, because I'm not in the arena queue. I don't know. Okay, but they just say generic arena player. Weird. I'm not trying to play solo. What the heck? BGA. You haven't seen that? Yeah, that was weird. I agree. Oh, because they think I'm in arena mode. Oh my gosh, I've caused all sorts of chaos. Alright, let's close this table. I don't know what's happening. Let me do what I want. Let's reopen a table with the settings I want. And then let's get back to that tab so I can see them all. And then let's rejoin the arena queue. It does look like there were 2 people waiting in the arena queue, so there's a mild chance I get booted out of it if a table could fire with me not there, which would be annoying because I'm messing around, but... Oh, wait, here's another table that I'm okay with. Except it's training mode. Why are they playing in training mode? I don't want to play in training mode. I mean, I'll put this in chat, but why is this game in training mode? I would join this table if it was... Oh, okay, we have an arena game, so who cares? But yeah, see, this is going to be one of those arena tables where like we have a pretty reasonable player, we have an actually good player, and we have like a random player. So it's going to be one of those games. And of course, I'm sitting after the best player, and the weakest player is going to be right in front of me because why not? Yeah, Overhunter's like actually quite good. This player is pretty reasonable, and this player is going to be more wild. Joy. You think the Randall also has suboptimal rep? Oh, joy. Even better. Yeah, I forgot to look at their reps. Oh yeah, 78%. We've left 4 Agricola tables. Although 3 of the leaves are on the same day. Most of these penalties are from like the same time period, which generally to me suggests that they had bad internet that day and kept trying. Oh, didn't manage to finish it before a tournament. Okay, yeah, these are tournament games and they're getting booted. Okay, yeah, it doesn't actually look to be a huge issue. It looks like they joined a tournament with settings they couldn't uphold, which doesn't really bother me. We see an informant. I also see a Lord of the Manor, but like informant, probably's got to be the pick. Informant Steam Plow might actually be okay, or just take the Reed Pond. I like Reed Pond. Supply Boat can be fine too. Just a wood to a point. I'll take Informant. Informant gives us a wood, which would allow us to start player the supply boat early, actually, to get on the RSF that we need to. I actually kind of like this. We can play Informant, and then we have a decent start player in round 1. I'm going to take these. Alright, howdy. Hey, Gonzo. Okay, I also... Whoops, I need to... Need a stream announcement to the Agricola folks. Okay. What do we have here? We have a constable. We have a schnapps distiller for some food, but we don't have veg, so we don't really need that. We have a lot of cards that I don't really care for minor-wise. Brook is a mild combo with our supply boat, but like, ugh. Charcoal Burner can be okay. Stable Master is a card I like quite a bit, actually. Being able to hold early breeding animals is something I'm quite a fan of. And I don't necessarily need the wood from Constable, and I don't have to have that. I might take Stable Master here. There's an animal dealer in the draft that might come around. I'm also well known as an animal dealer fan. I'm just generally like breeding animals. Yeah, I like the Stable Master option here. Miners, I really don't care for like any of these. Mineral Feeder is mostly a read to a point. It tries to kid you that it can give you grain. I mean, with Stable Master, maybe Mineral Feeder actually could give me grain.
but you'd probably just speculate on the abort. It's an option. I agree that the sheep well is definitely an option here too. I want to take some stone. It's just painful to spend stone with informant, but none of this thrills me. Brook, you want me to take the Brook deranged? Yeah, I think that's wrong. I'm gonna take the Stable Master actually though. I like being able to breed animals early. I'm a fan. I think I will take Sheepwell. I think Sheepwell's a reasonable source of ceiling, and it's somewhat flexible on when it can get played. Getting Brook on the wheel is kind of actually the dream there, I think. Now there's a canoe, which starts to become tempting. Not that I'm the biggest canoe fan in the world, but when you have a lot of wood in your hand, I don't care quite as much about paying the wood cost. And supply boat plus canoe is actually like a decent combo. Um, but probably just take writing desk. Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's probably just take writing desk. I agree. The Ock quality is reasonable. This pack, no matter what Ock I get back out of this pack, I'm pretty happy. Like, if I take writing desk, my 7th pick Ock is going to be playable because I don't necessarily like Cattle Buyer, but Skillful Renovator, Pet Broker, Plow Hero, Chimney Sweep, and Firewood are all very playable cards. So yeah, I think actually it has to be the writing desk. It's too powerful. Probably take the Chimney Sweep. This is some nice bonus points at the very worst. And because I'm going to wind up probably playing a lot of Ox, having some late game Ox looks nice. I already have a couple early game Ox. Skillful can be quite strong too, but I probably have enough wood. I'm going to take the Chimney Sweep for some even further sealing. Yeah, it's nice to have mid to late. You also hate Plow Hero. It's a shitty way to manage it. I don't love it, but it has its place. Okay, so Lone Pit often is a very strong combo, but with Informant, it's much more annoying. I don't really want it. So I won't take it here. Roof Ladder's okay. The Ox are pretty bad. Nutrition Expert's really hard to utilize. You'd still take the Lone Pit, it's just a free point. That still might be the best card, yes. And I can just turn an Informant off. That's true too. I mean, if Informant is, 7 or 8 wood early, that's still an insanely good card, and who cares? And I probably do want to grow. Okay, actually, yeah, you know what, you're right. Lone Pit's fine. Aquawise, all of them are relatively garbage. Geologist gives me more trickles of clay, which doesn't really matter. I guess Salter could be a thing. Maybe I play Salter and do stuff with Stable Master. It's just I have to play it so early to make it work. But the rest of these are bad. I will take Salter, or I just cut Nutrition Expert from the draft. I'm not in a position to use Nutrition Expert this game. I could give myself, I might use Salter, but I doubt it. I don't know. I don't like any of this. Although Salter suddenly becomes more viable. And the Steam Plow does come back, which I don't necessarily have enough wood to run Steam Plow, but if I get Firewood Collector back, Steam Plow Firewood Collector actually works. I don't want Milking Place, I don't want Hunting Trophy, I don't need Stable. I will take Steam Plow. Steam Plow might actually be playable this game. I'm probably taking Animal Dealer then. I'm a pretty big Animal Tamer or Animal Dealer fan. The Domestician doesn't really matter when I have Stable Master. And then Animal Dealer lets me have extra animals to use this with and possibly use Salter with. I like this. You wonder if I should have taken the Corn Scoop earlier, anticipating Baker coming back. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, that is conceivable actually. I didn't really care for it because I already had Supply Boat, but oh, Corn Scoop came back even. Interesting. I could have taken Corn Scoop as spectated to come back. Estate Worker is very pickable here. Estate worker totally does things. Craftsmanship promoter doesn't really do things. So I think this is estate worker. Canoe is the next pack if it comes. Gosh, like all the other... This is a little weird. All the other miners I was debating came back. I'm wondering, what did people take? I should remember, but yikes, they took all the wrong cards. And by wrong cards, I just mean they took like all the stuff I wasn't considering. These were the other cards I was considering. So for all three of the cards I was considering to come back, it's definitely a bit weird. The Brook is probably nonsense. Yeah, the Brook is nonsense. I think the Toilet is nonsense with Informant, though. I think this is just a non-bow with Informant, so then maybe I take the Corn Scoop anyhow? I don't like that. God, do I actually take a Brook? I don't like Brook, but I mildly like Brook. What else am I playing? I'm playing Supply Boat, I'm playing Writing Desk, I'll eventually play a Loam Pit, I can play Steam Plow. Fishing. If we get the canoe back, we might actually do some fishing nonsense. I don't know. I mean, we need a lot of actions to really justify it, though. And I'd rather be feeding off this animal dealer, not necessarily the salter. Just give me a hearth and do animal dealer, breed animals things. I just don't think Toilet gets played in an informant game. And when I have Loam Pit, I just think this is nothing. I think I'm using Supply Boat to get my crops. I just don't anticipate wanting to do corn scoop things anymore. Unfortunately, the worst ox did come back. So kudos to my opponents for drafting correctly. I really don't want cattle buyers, so unfortunately it is Plow Hero. Plow Hero is a total nombo with Steam Plow. But even if we get one field off Plow Hero, to be honest, that's solid. It's not great. These cards don't do things. Alright. We didn't quite get the combos we were hoping to at the... We were hoping for slightly different things to happen in that draft, but it's okay. We would like to Ock, but if we get RSF, we're not that sad, right? Like, if we just get Reedstone and then we can play Informant next round. Okay, yeah, we're just getting Reedstone. This is fine. Bonehead and Firewood Collector, so lots of wood injection in this game. Lots of wood injection. But the Bonehead probably wants to Ock a decent bit in front of us, so that's definitely a little spooky. But hopefully the Bonehead wants to start player for us, though. That would be real nice. That'd be a cool thing to do. No, they take 2 clay, which is a bummer because I also was thinking about 2 clay for a fireplace. I have nothing I want to start player with yet, so just got to take 2 wood. Probably watch Teal start player in our face. Hopefully we get Ock next round, but very well might not. 2 clay with Informant. That's a good point, Sid. I keep forgetting I have an Informant. Wow, Teal has a Scales even. Okay. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken 2 clay, but I do want a Hearth. It turns out 2 clay would have been okay. Look at that. But yeah, no, you're right. 2 clay was very dangerous, actually. Although it doesn't look like I'm going to get to play Informant. I'm assuming I don't get to play Informant, rather. We'll see. I mean, if I just... Wow, another Plow? This has got to be... what's the card? Cesspit. It's got to be a Cesspit opening from red, which is quite strong. Adding clay to the game, adding board to the game. I will slam RSF here. Well, I'd slam Informant, but assuming Ock gets taken, I slam another RSF. Okay, but 2 Reed gets taken. Cool. So we do get Informant out. We get offered RSF again, which I would really like to take the RSF, but gotta just get this Informant train rolling. Get our wood every round. Insane wood generator. I also will heavily consider SP if it comes back, but SP never comes back. It's got to be Cesspit. So this is going to be 3 wood or RSF. This will be Cesspit. This will be 3 wood or RSF. Fascinated that nobody wants Resource Market. It's one of those games. I would love to just spam Resource Market all stage 1s, and that's looking like what I might be allowed to do. I might be allowed to just keep hitting it because reasons. Oh, this might be fireplace even. Okay, it's not. It's take the reedstone. But I was supposed to say they might have decided fireplace. I think I'm taking 2 wood. Yeah, I don't see a great reason to do anything else here. Yeah, there's no great reason to do anything else. 4 clay into hearth is mildly tempting this round, but the danger is the fact that Overhunter hasn't built a fireplace yet. So if I take 4 clay, I turn Informant off for a round, which I don't really like. If I could guarantee 4 clay into hearth, I'd be considering it, but I probably am supposed to just RSF here, assuming I'm allowed to. No need to get particularly fancy. Shovel Bearer. I do not like Shovel Bearer for red at all. I think Shovel Bearer is nonsense. You have a cesspit. Like, what are you doing with Shovel Bearer? You have trickles of clay. You don't want to have to take more clay. Constable came all the way around to him. Wow, that's surprising. Okay. Overhunter has rune parts in front of me, but I still need rune parts myself, and I need this food. I think I just do this. If 4 clay comes back, well, 4 clay like never comes back because of the shovel bearer. God, do I take 4 clay here? Overhunter always goes fireplace, so then I'm turning off informant 1 round in order to go hearth next round. What do I do with my second action though? If I take 4 clay, I'm assuming RSF, fireplace, 3 wood gets taken. So then I'm just taking another 3 wood action. And then next round, I'm assuming I get RSF or 2 reed and hearth. And then I'm not fed. Unless I get RSF. No, I should just take the RSF now. Don't worry about the hearth. Hearth can come later. It's fine. Being too fancy. Teal takes the 4 clay. Okay. Just take 3 food here as my second action if need be. Yeah. 4 clay minus a wood's not good. Yeah, it's not great. I'm just mildly worried about the fact that hearths disappear, but I guess even if hearths disappear, I guess I can try to feed this game off Salter and stuff. I just think it gets really awkward. But yeah. I don't think I take 3 food here, though. We'll see, but I don't think there's a need to take 3 food, really. Yeah, fireplace gets built. Not if 3 wood is there, okay. Yeah. And 3 wood is there, so. Just take more wood, obviously. I also could debate building here, actually, because Overhunter's going to build next round. And then the round after that... nah, this is still fine. Just take more wood. Teal start players, that's fine. Good old toilet for Teal. Okay. Teal's probably going to Ock then to use scales, is the guess. But I don't know. Red probably takes 2 clay, 4 food. I'm going to get 4 wood then, or RSF, or 2 reed. No, red might take 2 reed and just assume they feed somehow. Red might also take 2 clay just because that's what people do when they play Shovel Bearer, but this is part of why Shovel Bearer is dumb in this situation. Oh, they're going to go the opposite way, but they're not even fed now. I really don't like this from red. They also have to find a feeding action now. I don't think that makes sense, but I'm going to have a slight decision here. I could take 2 reed and just be ready to double build. And I mean, double building with informant is so good. And if I take 2 reed, nobody else can build on me. Never mind. I definitely just slam 2 reed the more I think about this. I just take 2 reed and then probably take 4 food. 2 reed guarantees I double build next round. And with informant in hand and all the wood injection we've seen, I would love to just double build next round. And I'd love to not have to start player to build the next room. Like, if I don't take 2 reed here, Teal could take 2 reed, and then Teal would be building room unless I start player. Like, it's all sorts of grossness. I also might be able to start player into 6 wood, by the way. Red buys a hearth and has a pig, they're fed. Yeah, I guess that's true. But like I still don't like that round from red. They have to build a hearth now. Like they skipped on taking reed. They needed to take reed. Wow, even more wood injection. Tree Gardener getting played. Tree Gardener is a pretty good card, but so much wood. So much wood. I definitely can start player into 6 wood if I want to. Um, red does get RSF, so it doesn't even have to go the hearth route though actually. So okay, they get away with a pretty good round. Um, bottom feeding is also looking really good. I wouldn't mind bottom feeding next round, but I'm. Oh wow, Overhunter bottom feeds actually rather than taking the sheep. Okay, I could just take 4 wood then and leave 6 wood to teal. Um, hmm. I do have to admit, if I don't take 4 food here, my feeding gets a little sketch, but I can't leave multiple 6 wood stacks. No, I just take 4 wood. Don't get fancy. My feeding definitely is sketchville if I don't get 5 food next round, though. Yeah, I don't know if I love this, but... Although nobody really... Well, teal needs food now. And I still have to build. Bit awkward. I maybe... I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. I mean, it's not particularly a bad start to have 15 wood and 4 reed and 2 stone after the early going, but it's not exactly a dream. And the board's kind of a mess here. Red's going to take RSF, presumably, which then forces me to build. Yeah. I still just slam double build here. I have the resources for it, but without growth being shown either, double build's a little unfortunate, but... I do think I build 2 stables. Assuming Overhunter doesn't take sheep here, if I go room and 2 stables, it's... Wow, and they're actually just SP in first action, which is fair enough, I guess, but... with feed pellets, okay. I mean, they're going to take sheep second action then, so... I don't really... Yeah, I would assume they take... If I build stables, I'm going to force them to take sheep, which... Teal is fencing? Maybe. I don't know what's happening. Teal did play Sheep Whisperer, so I guess that's conceivable. Alright, do I actually build 2 stables then? Maybe I don't build 2 stables. I talked about 2 stables, but... I also have a stable master I want to play. And I have a bunch of miners that cost wood, and I'm not getting the sheep. So I'll pass on actually building stables. I'm hoping to get 5 food on the wheel is really, I think, what I want, but... Teal is major minoring. They have scales and they need to play a miner, I guess, is what's happening. Yeah, they have a reed pond. Okay, that's cute. It's fun scales from Teal. I guess that's why... See, this is what's confusing to me. Like, Overhunter starting was very aggressive because Teal might have start playered for Overhunter. Red is renovating. I assume this means they have clay supports. They're renovating to Hearth. I mean, okay, this is unexpected, but... Overhunter kind of has to take the sheep, yeah, because otherwise Teal can. So I do get 5 food, which is quite nice. I might get 6 clay, which also, like, 6 clay into 5 clay hearth is pretty good for my game. It definitely messes with Informant temporarily, but messing with Informant temporarily doesn't scare me that much. It's late growth, so I'm very tempted by 6 clay and then build a hearth. I think I get away with that, and I think it does a lot for my long-term game. My long-term game's definitely in trouble, though. Not having a lot of actions is really not what my game's about. But Informant is still crazy good, but this writing desk and a lot of these Ox are not going to actually see the light of day. But Overhunter's squatting for me at least, which honestly is like a decent outcome for me. Yeah, I really like locking in this hearth for long-term feeding. It's not even going to kill an informant, assuming that I actually get the 5 clay hearth in a sec, which I think I do. So it does mean that I'm passing on some pretty good wood piles, and there's probably going to be pretty good wood piles next round, but spending this round just to lock in a cookery is okay. The downside is admittedly the opponents in front of me also have cookeries, so like it's not clear that feeding on animals is super great, but animal dealer should still make it okay for me. Plus red kind of doesn't need to touch animal piles. Red's growing last and has all these pigs coming in from cesspit, so like, and they have shovel bearer options still, so like they're probably fine. Overhunter's pretty fed off the sheep he just got. It's, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This game's, yeah. Teal Ocking again. Got to keep the scales going. Has a childless. Oh my. Oh my. Teal, this is not how to play this. This is not the right way to play this. Oh my. I don't even know if that childless is going to do them anything because they can't even build yet. Although red also can't build. Red has no clay to build with. Wait a sec. What is red doing this game for rooms? What is teal doing this game for rooms? Am I even gonna have to start player to grow? This is a fascinating. Well, okay. They have reed pond coming in, so they can build next round. Yeah, okay, they can build next round. So I probably have to start player to grow. Although the childless makes things weird. Of like, is teal actually gonna SP to grow? I don't know. If 6 wood gets left next round, I might take 6 wood and just see if Teal's actually going to try. Even if Teal tries to SP build on me next round, I'm happy to stable block. Oh, there's not going to be 6 wood though. Okay, Overhunter takes it. That makes enough sense. All right, I would like this hearthy thing. All right, pay off the charcoal burner. It's a pretty good charcoal burner. They've got 3 payouts through the first 2 stages. Teal is gonna fence. Wow. Okay. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like what Teal's doing, but that's fine. I don't really like what Red's doing either. I mean, Cesspit's cool, and I guess they have trickles of clay coming in and shovel bearer. They'll eventually get enough clay to build a room, but yikes, they're behind. Their game plan only works because it's late growth. But hey, sometimes you get late growth when you want it. So, and they're gonna get a well or something. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, Informant's still doing dumb stuff for us. Teal still is in the position where they'd have to SP build on us, and they need food. I don't think I have to start player though. I think that's the great news. I don't think I have to start player to grow, and I might be allowed to SP grow. Well, probably not. Teal will probably force their way in, but we'll see. Hand truck for Overhunter. That could be definitely a pretty good card later. I think I just take 4 wood. I don't think I get punished. I also could play Animal Dealer and see if Teal's going to take the sheep. I could go Animal Dealer sheep this round. Or I could even go Stable Master sheep. I could try Stable Master sheep and be breeding sheep. Huh. I don't think it's Stable Master, but that is an interesting line. I could build 2 stables here, and then see if I could get 2 sheep. Building 2 stables means I don't have to start player, and it might buy me double growth. Maybe not. I think that's too fancy, but it is an interesting option. I think I'm supposed to just take 4 wood. I'm not supposed to ignore 4 wood stacks forever. Yes, there's a lot of wood in the game, but 4 wood is just always a great action. Yeah, 4 wood's just a good action. I think I'm going to Ock Animal Dealer with my next action, though. I'm a little worried about my... Oh, and Teal is building. Okay. And teal can start player because with scales food they are fed, so they are forcing me to start. That's awkward, actually. I don't like that, but can't do anything about it. I gotta start. I'm not exactly set to double SP though, am I? Awkward. What have I done? What have I done? I've done mildly dubious things. That's what I've done. I guess I just play supply boat on start player. Oh, red's gonna start for me. Well, never mind. Okay. Well, red does have a clay supports. Okay, cool. Well, lucky us. Red has decided to throw us an action because they're bros. Plowman for Overhunter. Interesting timing. Still gets 2 fields out of it in a constable game. So, okay. I'm allowed to RSF here, which doesn't feel bad. I can still get the Animal Dealer out though, which feels quite good. I like Animal Dealer here a good amount. It also opens up more start player options for me. But I think just get the Animal Dealer on the table, grow first action next round. Growing first action next round also means I'm very interested in the 4-food fishing. So even if the sheep get taken, I can go to fishing with my second action next round to be pretty happy. Yeah, this seems fine. I'm not growing into this second room for a long time though now. The queue is pretty well set up. It's pretty well aligned. Hopefully red takes... Well, I guess red has to take clay to build rooms. That means Overhunter's getting 6 wood. I don't like that part of this, but kudos to Overhunter. They were sitting in the best spot at the table, and it's partly gone well for them. Although they have to squat to grow first. I still have a freaking informant going. I don't know. We'll see. I like Overhunter's position a lot, but I guess I still do have this extra room. This extra room still has a lot of value eventually. It's just going to take me till round 11 to grow into it. Yeah, see, that's the this late growth is just unfortunate for us, but it happens. It's part of how the games go. We just aren't going to have that many actions this game. Red at least did throw us an action. That's very lucky. I mean, red starting for us is a big boon, so... Red did have clay supports though, yeah. So they run out Hearth, and then they do have a clay supports game, which is, I guess it's maybe is good news for me that it's late growth too. Oh, that does mean red's double building. Ugh, that sucks actually. Now that I think about this, red's double building, so me growing into this rube is really annoying because I have to start player to grow into it, which I kind of hate start playing to grow super late. It's pretty mediocre usually. But whatever, we'll see how it goes. Boar's flip. Boar's flipping is encouraging for my animal dealer hearth nonsense. That's a lot of extra food in the game. The board is super rich actually at the moment. Crazy rich. This is a great round for Overhunter to have already grown first. I mean, this is what happens in late growth games, but we got 3 sheep, 6 wood, 4 clay, 4 reed. Oh, Overhunter's not even going to build because he knows it doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, that's... Yeah, Overhunter can just build second action. So Overhunter SP'd into 6 wood. Okay, or not Overhunter, but red start playered for the 6 wood. I feel a lot better about that. That's much better for us. Overhunter getting that was pretty gross. I mean, Overhunter's game is still pretty solid here, but... Okay. Yeah, my round is going to be just probably grow with a supply boat and then probably just fish. It would be kind of sweet if I could actually get Stable Master down and be like breeding boars, but it's just... I don't know if I'm playing like any more Ox really, to be honest. Overhunter takes the reed. Overhunter's going BMW. I don't think BMW is very good in late growth, to be honest. I mean, 4 reed's I guess a pretty good action, but I wouldn't take that. But unfortunately, Teal has to start player on us in order to grow again. If Teal, for some reason, doesn't start player, I would. I was going to say, if Teal wanted to keep that childless going longer, I would have happily grown again. But But yeah, I now probably just take fishing. I mean, I could also take the sheep if the sheep get left, but I'm assuming Overhunter takes sheep. Yeah, red's gonna build. That forces teal to. So the next round has to go teal grows, red start players. Red also builds stables. Okay. Noted. Overhunter does take sheep, so I think this is a good time for me to supply boat. 3 food and a grain is a pretty good action in a constable game. I don't have other crop sources, and I need a little bit of food in order to actually make animal dealer work. So I think I take this and hope to get the pigs next round. It's a little unfortunate because the resource stacks are so enticing, but resources don't matter if you can't feed, so I think we got to be content with our 3 food and a grain. Was start grow an option? No, it wasn't. If we tried to start player here, teal still had an open room, so teal probably grows on us. Given that teal just started to grow, I don't think we could have tried to go start grow, because teal just stuffs us. So, but that is a good question. Always want to be on the lookout for those. Overhunter is going to get the 6 wood. Overhunter, no, not Overhunter took the 3 stone. Who took the 3 stone? Teal took the 3 stone. Overhunter took 4 clay. Okay. Yeah, I don't really. Overhunter's last round was, I mean, lots of clay, I guess. And can Renault BMW? I guess that's okay. End is fed. And they're getting 6 wood. Overhunter's in a good spot still. Teal has to grow. Red has to start player. I should get the pigs because Overhunter should take 6 wood. So yeah, I should get pigs here at least, which is very helpful. Yeah, I guess I get pigs this round, and then I don't even know what else I'm doing this round. I take pigs, I take 3 wood, and I fence. That might be what I do. RSF is an okay action too. RSF into well is fairly tempting. Although, who knows if I get the well. This whole game is what is Overhunter doing? Oh, I guess good reasonable stuff, actually. Yeah, basically. I still don't really like Overhunter choosing to take the reed, to be honest. I mean, he gets 6 wood now, so like his resources are pretty equaled out. So like it turns out okay, but I don't know that it was particularly predictable that he was getting that wood stack, but maybe it was. If he foresaw that he was getting a big wood stack, then I think his moves make a lot of sense. I didn't necessarily foresee it, but I am obviously not all knowing. Okay, I do think we're gonna probably fence big this game and go for only 3 plows. It's a constable game, so like it's probably correct. Teal's gonna hit scales one more time, because why not? Teal does have the most points. Okay. I eventually should think about chimney sweep things this game. I don't think chimney sweep's going to be many bonus points this game, to be honest. I probably shouldn't think that hard about it. Craftsmanship promoter for teal. Blech. Blech. I guess they can grow with a stone oven now. Whatever. They're not even fully fed. What is teal doing? Teal's going to raw eat a veg? Like, ugh. Ugh. Red's plowing some more. That's quite good. It's definitely plow o'clock. I probably am start playing next round in order to grow again. Probably. Like, SP writing desk is pretty good for me, and then I grow. I guess I could grow steam plow still. I could plow with steam. Or plow a couple fields with steam plow this game. Maybe. Maybe. And I still do have plow hero. Maybe I shouldn't. And I will get to 4 actions. So RSF gets taken. So maybe it is just 3 wooden fence. 3 wooden fence is like pretty damn good, right? I fence out here. Just take 3 wood, fence 15, still just fence big. And then I can start taking animal stacks with animal dealer and having lots of breeding animals. I mean, I can't. Oh, I can start player ready desk because this comes at the end of the round. Let's consider this. That seems pretty dang good. Get our fencing out of the way. I mean, we're still gonna have to get some plows in, but we have a couple ways to get those plows in, and just aiming for 3 plows had great animals. We could still aim for stables later. We're never playing Stable Master or Salter, but we can play Plow Hero Chimney Sweep still. Aim for a 4-room stone house. Maybe a bonus point or 2 on Chimney Sweep if other people renovate later. But really, just getting the animals breeding is really good. Oh, we also have Drinking Trough. I can grow Drinking Trough, which makes the small pastures even better because we can breed all types without having to even build stables. And we need all types in order to get Constable. We definitely want to hit Constable. And with Animal Dealer, I can be a little annoying on the animal stacks, especially if I have 4 actions, which I'm going to have 4 actions before anybody else. I will SP into Grow, even though I say I don't really like it. I think I do like it here. I also like that people are getting out of the Reno queue a bit. This looks very nice to me. This is BMW, or is it Well? Could be Well, and then try to get BMW later. Stone Oven. Wait, that's got to be a misclick, right? That's crazy. Oh no, it's not crazy because of hand track. That's still crazy though. There's no way that's better than the Well. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm not in charge. If I was in charge, we wouldn't have allowed that. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about our position here. Informant's dumb. I think Animal Dealer's quite strong. Well, maybe not quite strong. I obviously am an Animal Dealer stan, so I like Animal Dealer a lot. And if you can fence early and actually take advantage of breeding animals quickly off Animal Dealer, I think breeding animals is just one of the best ways to get points in food in this set. But you're a big fan of Animal Dealer? Good. Good. I mean, not that good because then it doesn't get passed around to me like it did in this draft, but give me 5th pick Animal Dealers all day. All day. Yeah, my goal is basically to start player and then hit animal piles. My goal for this stage is essentially to just get animal piles figured out. I think I can spend the late game worried about plows and renovations. But I'll have 4 family members. If I am breeding all 3 types at the end of this harvest with 4 family members, I think I'll have plenty of flexibility to hit Constable and get the renos in. We have enough wood for 2 rooms and fence 15 by round 9. This VOD should be interesting. I mean, we have an informant. So, you're a huge fan of Shovel Bearer. I hope you didn't pass him in the draft. I didn't pass Shovel Bearer, but I 100% would have passed Shovel Bearer. I think Shovel Bearer is pretty dubious. And I think Red's game is pretty dubious for running Shovel Bearer. Alright, we slam down a writing desk. We'll grow with a drinking trough. We're hoping to get the sheep back here. No guarantees, but sheep and boar would actually be good. Yeah, sheep and boar are good. This board's kind of dry. I don't really care. Teal takes 2 reed. Don't know what that's about. Don't really care. Teal's food is absolute trash. They're going to die soon. Red's food is actually pretty good. I mean, this is part of why I don't like Shovel Bearer for Red, for the record, is like, they have a hearth and they have a cesspit, and then they built stables and they're breeding boar. Like, what do you need the Shovel Bearer for? I mean, okay, he's giving you 3 food here. Yay. But, like, you're breeding freaking pigs. Like, this Shovel Bearer action was never needed. And it forces you to take a bunch of clay. What are we even doing with this clay? I guess we're gonna build pottery? But I don't like Red taking time on pottery in a Constable game. Take 3 wood. Take more wood. Wood. You need wood. You need fences. Like, wood. There's so much wood in this game, though. Like, nobody even cares about 3 wood, which is a little nutty. But I mean, some people care a little, but there's just so much wood. Tree Gardener, Bonehead, Constable, Firewood Collector, so much wood. Overhunter takes 3 clay. That's a little annoying. It's going to be hard for me to renovate to clay. But also, oh, surprise, I have a loam pit. So, joke's on all of you. Hearth was a mistake. The shovel feeds all. I see. That's a thought.
That's really indefensible. Shovel Bear, when you already have Cesspit, seems ludicrous. You don't need food, you don't need clay. Yeah, exactly, Dr. Blah. I think the Shovel Bear in this instant is particularly dubious because Cesspit literally gives you food and clay. So Shovel Bear is just the exact opposite of what you don't need. But the Lone Pit comment was about as sassy as you've seen me get. Fair enough. Um, Anyhow, I could Ock here in order to grow with Lone Pit, actually, but I don't think that's needed. Um, Teal takes the correct 3 wood spot. Kudos to them. Not all the weaker players see this, but Teal absolutely is getting 6 wood next round because I'm growing again. My round next round is pigs. Well, my action this round is pigs. Then next round is ideally grow 2 cows, and then some other action. You don't like Red's chances for Constable? I think Red might hit Constable, but Red needs to start taking wood if they're going to hit Constable. Oh, Red has a cesspit. Duh. Never mind. Sorry. That's what you're getting at. Yes. I mean, Red's never hitting Constable, which is also, yeah, an unfortunate break. Which is actually a really, now that you say that, that's a fascinating point. Red almost certainly first picked this cesspit, but this Constable is like a 5th or 6th pick Constable. I would not pass Constable in the draft at that point. Like, I realized that pack was pretty good, but I don't pass Constable at that point in the draft if you have a cesspit. Like, that's just passing your opponents a bunch of bonus points that you can't ever hit. Like, it's not a great deal. Anyhow, Heroic Logic gifted a sub. Nice. Overhunter took the clay so they could go clay oven and use their hand truck more. I think this is a distraction from Overhunter, and this reed grab from Overhunter continues to look really questionable. But hey, again, I'm happy. I'm getting what I want, so. Anyhow, very cool Heroic Logic. Thanks much. Alright, do this. Do I actually have enough food to breed all animals? The answer is I don't have enough food to breed all animal types after growing. Oh my, Teal's building a room. I really dislike Teal building a room. This is a huge mistake. I get that they already have enough wood, but building another room is zany. I guess they get 6 wood. But they have to start player in order to grow, and it's round 12. Like, they might be start playering, but oh, if they instantly start player, I'm very annoyed. But this is the day again. This is why it's annoying to play with pretty weak players and then have the other strong player in front of you. Although I do think Overhunter's been doing very not good things, so you know, I like that. I kind of wish I could grow Steam Plow. Oh wait, can I grow Steam Plow? I need a food. Wait a sec. I maybe should grow Steam Plow instead of Drinking Trough. If I can't breed all animal types here anyhow, there's a mild argument to just get Steam Plow down and never play Drinking Trough. And the reason we never play Drinking Trough is because we need 4 clay to Reno, and Lone Pit, once we play Lone Pit, we get 3 clay, and we already have a extra clay. So if I'd never play Drinking Trough, I might be better off. So I could eat a sheep here in order to play Steam Plow, which I do think we need Steam Plow in order to get some fields in, because the plows are pretty tight. So I'm probably going to need to take a little bit of wood and feed a little bit of wood and food to Steam Plow, as much as I don't like Steam Plow. And then the rest of my round is going to be take the cows, eat 2 pigs to fuel it. That's not nutty. Gosh, is that correct? And then we just don't worry about breeding all types of animals. As cute as that is, it's just not going to work. Okay, how do we breed all types of animals? If I play Drinking Trough and I take the cows, I'm minus a food on the cows. I currently have 5 of 7 food, but then cows are minus 3. So then I have to take a 3 food action, which is like another animal grab or take bottom feeding. And then I breed all types. Okay, I am gonna play Drinking Trough and try to breed all types. I think that's still a very strong round for me. So
Is the 2 food 3 clay actually better than a 4 clay action that lets us breed all types? Yeah, the main question is, can I get a 4 clay action? The shovel bearer has been weird, but realistically I agree. Looking at things and thinking about them a little more, I think I just get 4 clay next round, right? Like, people should not need that much more clay. Also, weirdly enough, Teal built this room, Red still has an open room, and neither of them start player for growth. Which, kudos to them, I think that is the right move. I don't think they should be fighting for growth, but you don't always see that every day. Overhunter might start player. Overhunter starting for Plowsow or... Well, I don't know. I don't know what Overhunter's doing. Overhunter doesn't have enough wood for fences. I guess they might plow here. They don't have crops. They have Plowman. I think Overhunter's really kind of thrown this game actually a little bit. Like, that reed grab doesn't seem important, and the ovens really don't seem important. I get you have hand truck, but you only have 3 family members. They are going to just plow, which is, like, fine. I'm almost certainly going to have to try to steam plow some fields, but again, I only need 3 fields. So between steam plow giving me 1 or 2, maybe plow hero giving me an extra, I'm convinced I can get the fields done later. Getting all the animals done now is really huge because it also just means my food is solved, and having so many family members and having food solved and having the animals solved for constable when these players are going to be fencing late and fighting for animals because they already have fields and crops solved should be really good for me. I do need food now, obviously, in order to get through this harvest. I would like the 6 food, but even pigs is a 5 food action space for me. So animal dealer here is going to put in some work. Actually, I might prefer to take the pigs rather than even taking 6 food, just because taking pigs continues to make animals really annoying for my opponents. Teal takes the joinery. That's fine with me. I don't really want joinery. I'd like to just get to a stone house eventually, and I think I do get to a stone house pretty easily. I think next round I might take 4 clay, take 2 reed, renovate to clay, and then later when I play chimney sweep, the 2 stone I already have, coupled with the extra reed I'll have, is enough for reno. Yeah, I think that's gonna kind of be my game plan next round. Is like Reno with steam plow next round probably. So 1, 2, 3 actions. Later play plow hero chimney sweep maybe, and then first action plowing seems actually very conceivable. I might not need the steam plow at all. Using my first family member on like farmland should not be that hard in the late rounds because the players in front of me have their fields mostly sorted out, and they're going to be fighting for other stuff presumably. I do obviously have to get a veg action at some point, but that shouldn't be too hard, especially when fishing. Assuming nobody's taking fishing, I can hit fishing for a veg and a food or something. Overhunter has reno parts. I kind of like this. It does look like multiple of my opponents are going to reno to stone, which is some good bonus points for me on chimney sweep. But yeah, I need food. I definitely could take the 6 food bottom feeding, but I think I like pressure. Is pressuring the pigs actually work? Let's think about this. Red already has pigs. Teal getting pigs doesn't scare me that much because, yeah, okay, you know what? Just take the 6 food. Let's not get too fancy. Let's take the 1 extra food for ourselves. And yeah, now I'm breeding all types, and so my food is just great. Wow, Teal actually takes bottom feeding, so there goes my extra way to my supply vote veg. Oh, I still can supply vote veg actually though. It doesn't have to be the food from the fishing space. Apparently, it can be food from anywhere. But yeah, I think I'm winning this game pretty convincingly. I think. I mean, I don't have that many offboard points, but I'm gonna have the prettiest farm. I'm gonna end in a stone house. I'm gonna get these fields in. I think it's safe, but you like pressuring animals later for food anyway, especially against weaker players. That's a good point, Dr. Bois, actually. Letting the animals pile up a little bit and then being able to take another animal stack late is still pretty valuable to me. There's nothing wrong with me taking another animal pile in a future round here. Wow, Overhunter had the Skillful Renovator in the draft. That's crazy that the Skillful Renovator made its way to Overhunter, I think. There's so much wood in this draft. Which is all the more shocking then that I'm the first defense and the first with animals. Like, with so much wood in the draft and a late growth game, like, somebody should have been on this, and it turns out it's me, so whatever. Even if it's not real pressure, they may start to panic if I'm grabbing animals just to eat. Yes, I agree, Dr. Boy. I agree that there's lots of good things here. And I kind of do need more animals. Like, even though I'm breeding 9 food a harvest, I need 8 food, and I'm going to need more food if I'm going to actually play a bunch of ox and use Plow Hero and stuff. Like, I'm not actually completely fed. I very likely am taking 1 or 2 more animal stacks with my remaining actions. I mean, we could pretty much count my remaining actions at this point, so let's do that. I plan to take 2 reed, 4 clay, Reno, Ock twice. I need to Reno again. I need to plow and plow. I need a veg. I probably need a sow action. That's 9 of my 12 actions. The remaining 3 actions are probably an animal or animal of some type. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I might be playing Steam Plow, but it seems pretty solid to me if I can get away with that. So my ideal round this round, I think, is just 4 clay, 2 reed, Reno. I might not get Reno this round, in which case I turn Informant off, but turning Informant off doesn't really seem to be a problem here. If I get offered Plow, so I'm slamming it, by the way. Steam Plow comes with wood needs. Oh wait, Informant is silly. Yeah, that's the thing. It's very possible that I can get 1 field off Steam Plow without actually taking an action because of Informant. But yeah. If I get offered Plow Hero, I have to debate it heavily. Because I have Plow Hero, I don't know. I might prefer to just slam in the 4 clay, because Teal also needs 4 clay, and renovating seems important to my point ceiling. But passing on a Plow is going to be slightly questionable, so we'll think about it. We'll see what happens here. I really don't quite know what to expect. We were hoping Overhunter wanted to start player was also a consideration, but he doesn't. I don't know what Overhunter's Skillful Renovator is for at this point, given that he first action fenced, but I don't disagree with Overhunter fencing and trying to get animals here. Yeah, I am offered Plow, but yeah, I'm going to take 4 clay. Taking 4 clay over Plow hurts my soul just a little, but I think getting Reno parts is too annoying otherwise. Wow, Teal takes stone. I don't... People have taken stone very aggressively this game. Oh, well, the well is still there. Actually, I might take RSF and just run a well and not worry about Chimney Sweep for myself. It's actually pretty tempting if I'm allowed to do that. I can't believe the well is still there, but now that I pay attention, it absolutely freaking is. I mean, Teal might be planning to build the well. I don't effing know what their stone is for. God, this is tough. RSF into Reno well is so tempting if I'm allowed to, but I don't know if that's what happens. Overhunter takes the pigs. Overhunter also might Reno this round, which ruins that. So, okay, let's think. I also don't have to. You don't hate this from Overhunter. The 1 wood is enough to fence 12 here and take animals, and then he can run fence to 15. That's an interesting thought. I could start player for growth. I don't think that's good enough. RSF is good anyway, because if I do 2 RSFs, I can play sheep well. So it's not as bad as usual. Ooh, okay, wait a sec. That's a good point, Chris Ho. We add an extra RSF in, but the extra... Spending the extra action on Reed buys us sheep well. And if... I'm not even sure if we actually miss Reno well or not. Alternatively, my thought is I just go double Ock here, and then Teal has to commit, Red has to commit, Purple has to commit, and then I see what's left. And I think I prefer that line. I don't anticipate getting read blocked. I don't think anybody needs to read. Yeah, especially with Roof Ladder, right? Each time you renovate, you pay 1 fewer. Yeah, nobody needs to read. So I'll wait. I'll wait, see what happens. I'll just eat a cow and then double Ock. I like getting Plow Hero out because I'd like to use Plow Hero next round. Ideally, I'm allowed to Plow Hero first action, which seems pretty likely. And then, yeah, get the Chimney Sweep out. Whether or not we really use it The other ox don't do anything. So, all right. Interesting. Having the double action at the end here does look really good. Yeah, I think it gives me a lot of info. I think delaying trying to Reno here actually gives me a lot of info. Like Teal's not actually building the well this round. Teal's trying to Reno. I don't know what Teal's doing, but good round to have this kind of intel. Yeah, I mean I don't have the option for RSF Reno well anymore. Oh wow, Red's building another room is what they're doing. I don't agree with Red building another room. I get they have clay supports, but now, I guess they're only one RSF away from Reno, but the Reno queue is a mess. Maybe it's okay. No follow-up for you to pay or payment link or anything for team. Wow, okay. I mean, did you PayPal them or no? Oh wait, no, you said Canadian PayPal didn't work. But we're getting in the schedule. It's listed. I mean, we can go look, but it's absolutely listed. Like, that's crazy. I mean, Ken has been useless, but yeah, I'll have some talks about that. Sponsored. Terra Mystica is officially listed as sponsored. So like, I don't know what to tell you. It's there. Stable gets passed to me from Overhunter Renoing. Okay, so Overhunter does Reno. Sadly, I can't go RSF into the well, but I can take my 2 read and be ready to Reno next round. Nobody started, so Teal is staying start. I could SP for Plow Sow. I could take Veg and just SP a stable here, actually. Let's think about this. Can Teal have Conservator or Trowel or something? I don't think so. I don't believe that's the case. I do think me getting 2 Renos in looks pretty aggressive at this point. That's the other scary part. Me getting 2 Renos is a little tricky. Basically, here's the thing. I could take Veg and start player... Well, actually, I could start player the Sheepwell and just say screw Reno twice. I don't know if I like that. But I absolutely can start player here. Take a Veg, open Plow Sow. I could even just stable outside. Why do they have a 4th Oct Childless? What in the world happened this game? Oh, you just caught that? It's because Teal's not rated very highly. And they still got 2 uses out of Childless because it was late grow. But yeah, Teal played this hand completely in a way I would not have. And they're at the same points as me. So I guess kudos. Do I want to even try for another field? I think I don't. I really like this idea of just slamming Plow Sow and locking up Constable already, but then maybe I'm point capping myself too fast. I might be point capping myself too fast if I do that. I don't love staying last here though, so maybe it's take 2 read SP into Plow Sow. Don't worry about the Veg yet. The Veg is only 1 point more. Okay, actually I like that a lot. Let's lock in my Reno parts. I can Reno on the wheel next round because nobody else is set to Reno, and that should buy me a Reno in the final round. Then I go SP here. I don't need to play stable. I can play stable later. I also could take 2 stone later in order to Reno, because I don't have a lot else to do. So actually I like Sheepwell now. It gives me 2 food. And if I always have stable in hand in order to fill in my empty spot, but I might get another plow, and I should go for the higher point ceiling. Yes, I like this a lot. And now I lock in Plow Sow, which also locks in Constable. It doesn't fully give me Constable yet, but I mean, I'm going to hit Constable by doing this. And I'm locking in Reno, and I probably get double Reno. I don't get to sow a Veg here, obviously, but that's not really a big problem. Okay, I like this. You weren't here until round 9. Gotcha. Well, yeah, so Teal got very distracted by scales and playing too many cards, and not taking room parts and building fast enough. And then they just casually revealed they first picked a Childless, and they played Childless in like round 6, and they built their first room in like round 7, and then they grew in like round 9. So that's what teal did. We might get grow back. No, Overhunter takes grow, surely, right? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I do know nobody can Reno yet besides me, so I will grow easily if I'm offered it. Even red could want grow. Yeah, I mean, I'll take grow if it's offered. If grow's not offered, I guess I get plow. I mean, Overhunter's basically debating here too if they have time to hit constable, because Overhunter doesn't have cows. They don't have grain or veg. Oh wow, and they're taking the sheep. I mean, I'll slam grow. Give me 3 points in another action. Hell yeah. Amazing, amazing. I feel very well. Should I be very confident we've won? I think so, but maybe I shouldn't be that confident. But yikes, that feels pretty good. Do I have enough food? I guess I've been acting like I have infinite food, but I don't actually have infinite food either, for the record. I did use a lot of food to achieve my ox and stuff, which we knew was happening, but teal cannot renovate off 3 clay, right? Like, I'm not crazy that teal still can't renovate. Yeah, teal still can't renovate. So, still no need to reno this action. So I might take 2 pigs, or I might just plow. My god, plow's coming back. I mean, if plow's just gonna come back, I probably just plow. Oh, I really need veg, actually. Maybe I slam veg, and then last action reno. And then how do I feed? Wait a sec. I'm eating 2 pigs and a sheep. Oh, I'm exactly fed. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, and purple's starting for us, so we get automatic plow next round. Okay. Well, that's pretty easy then. I think I am just going to slam veg. I might not get to Reno. Okay, so this is the other thing to consider. If teal takes clay here, teal's ready to Reno. And if red takes RSF, red is ready to Reno. And then I get Reno blocked. Do I care about getting Reno blocked? Oh, also, we just got offered automatic water trough, which means now I can renovate with food. Which is, well, is that better than my other options? It turns out it is better than my other options. Well, no, stable's just a point for me still. Okay, this is a little tricky, because if I actually want to wind up in a stone house, I might have to take stone, and then just reno, and then first action reno. But I'm going to be offered plow. I mean, red is taking plow, so God, taking this veg too. Purple needs a veg still. I'm going to take a veg and not get constable blocked. I think if I just lock in constable and I have 5 actions next round, I think even just hitting mid 40s is going to be fine for me, it looks like. Yeah, this locks in mid 40s, and this should be fine. 2 stone is good here then? Maybe, but I don't even think I need the other reno, to be honest. Teal's going to finally build the well. It's basically a 5 victory point veg. You think it's right? I think locking in veg is correct. I can technically buy a veg with supply boat, but I think I'm in a position where I get to play safe here. Red doesn't even lock in their reno, which kind of makes sense. But God, like I can even take. I got a reno this round, but teal. Wait, teal got rid of their clay. Teal's not even in the reno queue anymore. Fantastic. I mean, teal's gonna have to take clay next round to reno, but teal's food was so bad they needed a fireplace. I can't even make some of this stuff up anymore. Overhunter gets plow here. They still have a field coming in though. This is a little interesting from Overhunter. I thought they were gonna take grain here. I don't understand this from Overhunter. I thought they were opening plow so, but now they're opening veg? I can't. I can't. I don't know what's happening. I don't have to know what's happening. It's gonna be okay. God, the well is still there. I think I'm playing the stable then. I have exactly enough food. I can get more food next round. I should just go for the points. I don't need stable to fill in the open slot anymore. I'm just gonna take the points.
Maybe we get the 3 stone in the well in 14. I agree. It's very possible that we still build the well. Although what we really want is we want 2 stone, 3 stone Reno well. Is what we would really want, but I don't even think we need it. I don't think I need any of that in order to win here. Maybe I'm overconfident, but I I think I'm just winning. Like, as soon as I plow, I'm up to 41, and then I still have 4 other actions, and I get trickles of points. So I'm gonna make like 45. 3 stone, 2 stone, run a well would be filthy. Yeah, I would. Feels like Teal might be eyeing the well, though. Throwing away clay like that, he's never getting stone. I agree, although I thought Teal's been eyeing the well for ages. I thought multiple people are eyeing the well for ages, and then everybody keeps not building the well. Overhunter's stone oven still is baffling to me, by the way. Like, yes, he was able to use hand truck to give him 4 food, but you know how much food the well gives you? 5 food. And it's worth an extra point. Like, I don't know what's been happening in this game. What I do know is what's happening is it looks like mid-40s and just making a farm is gonna win. And partly Informant is dumb, but also this game could have been way more filthy for me if it wasn't double late growth. Like, I was able to double build rooms in round 5. Like, anyhow, we do need a bit more food, and taking animals is going to be hard. Actually, I might have to prioritize an animal grab the more I think about it too, because everybody wants animals, but my best food spaces are the animal spaces. Although I also need a plow real bad. I don't know. I mean, technically I have enough food by just eating one of each. I can eat my animals and I still have constable, so I guess I'm just eating some points and it's fine. Maybe I get plow so here anyhow too, because Overhunter still has a field coming in, so he doesn't. Overhunter really doesn't need plow so. I think I get plow so. You were holding your breath as I double hovered the lose 24 victory point button there. Yeah, I honestly think I'm getting plow so. Like, Overhunter is not taking plow so here, right? It's just worth nothing to him. He literally can't take plow so, right? He literally cannot take plow so now. He can't legally go there. Yeah, he opens veg. Oh my god, amazing. All right, amazing. You know what guy just got extra food and points? Oh my god, hilarious. You think it's time for a gamble? Do I win by 10 plus? Oh, yeah, I don't actually know how to run gambles, Chris Ho. I'm sorry. I'm a bad. I don't. The streaming software I use, Streamlabs OBS, doesn't let me easily interact with Twitch's gambles like that. And it doesn't look like any of my mods are here, so sorry. No gambles. Did you throw away a food there just for the flex? Wait, did I throw away a food there? I don't think so. Did I accidentally pay for a Plow Hero food without paying attention? Oh god, I did. You're right. Whoops, I did pay for Plow Heroes, but I didn't have a spot for Plow. Whoops, no, yeah, good call. I didn't even pay attention. That's my bad. Yeah, I totally threw away a food. Which that food could be that food might matter, so that is pretty sad. I forgot I got a sheepwell food and then I threw it away. I cultivated heroically. I did. I absolutely heroically plowed there. Okay, what's been happening? Red slammed RSF, so they have Reno parts. Teal took Reno parts. Okay, so we are getting Reno blocked. Teal is going to renovate to the well, so we're also getting well blocked. So there goes all of those sources of points. I don't think it matters. I mean, Red is gonna Reno. Red's gonna Reno to a stone house, but they're short of veg. Well, again, they can't hit constable anyhow. Okay, yeah, Red's totally out of it. Who cares? Overhunter needs a grain at some point. So they either have to manually take a grain or they're going to try to use hand truck. But hand truck on 3 people just doesn't work. Yeah, he needs to be on accumulation spaces and then get a baked bread action. This just doesn't work. He's going to have to manually take a grain, which he's going to do last action, and then he's going to hit 40, and then he's going to eat some animals. And he doesn't even have enough food. Yeah, whatever. This game's over. I need food. These pigs are actually pretty good for me. I mean, I guess I could force the Reno issue
If I take 3 stone, I force my opponents to Reno here, but I should just take the food. I should. This has gotta be. This has gotta be worth it for me. It's an 8 food action. 8 food's gotta be like 2 points for me, I think. 3 stone probably better, maybe, but again, I'm playing so safe now. I know I'm winning, so like, I don't see a point in messing with it. Also, it's not clear 3 stone is better because of this. Because exactly the problem with 3 stone is like it forces my opponents to Reno, but I don't know if that really matters because then teal renovates to the well, which they just did, and then red's always gonna Reno. Like if I mean maybe they miss that I have chimney sweep. It's definitely possible if I take stone here, somebody misses it, and I don't have anything else to do. So like I will take 3 stone for my next day. Oh, I could go for stables still. No, actually I could go for stables. I should just go for stables. There's 6 wood into stables. Like I should just do that with my remaining actions. I'm getting 1 more point when red renovates anyhow. Chimney sweep will give me another bonus point when red's in stone. Yeah, and teal's gonna or overhunter's gonna take a grain. So yeah, I can just take wood into that. Taking stone, I think, it's cute, but like I'm not actually gonna get Reno. And again, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like this is one of those games where my opponents are like failing to figure out how to score 40. I mean, maybe Overhunter is scoring 40, right? After Overhunter takes Grain, Grain is a 5-point action. So he gets to 39, but then he eats a point of pigs. Does Overhunter even have enough food to do this? Wait a sec. How is Overhunter? I don't think Overhunter hits Constable. Overhunter builds BMW last action instead of taking a grain. Oh, 6 wood got taken. Oh, that's a bummer. I mean, red's gonna Reno fence with that. Okay, fine. 6 wood's a good action for them. Overhunter still does take grain. I don't think How does Overhunter have enough food? 1, 2. Overhunter has. Oh, he has exactly 6 food to eat. Okay, never mind. So he eats 1 point. So yeah, Overhunter managed 38. I'm still just gonna go wood into stables as my remaining actions. I could take stone and hope to get Reno. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I could take 2 cows. I guess wood into stables is 2 actions for 2 points. I have a point here. This might be a point. 2 cows is almost certainly a point. It blocks teal, but do I even care? I don't. Okay. What am I currently eating? I'm currently just eating 3 pigs. Yeah, I'm just eating 3 pigs and breeding. Well, I'm breeding 1.2 points and losing a point here, so I'm netting 1 point on breeding, but I'm fed. So the cows are just a 1-point action. Okay, fine. I'll take wood into stables. I think it's still the right move. Wood plus any 1 victory, 8-point action plus stables all seem identical. Yep, that's what I just concluded. But yeah, you're correct. I don't think there's anything else to be done here for me, which is fine. Again, and I could be worried about who to block and what to do, but like red is gonna Reno fence, but red gets 5 points on Reno, and then gets 3 points on fencing, so they hit 38. And then what? They breed a point. They hit 39. It's just fine. Nice of red and teal to have all their stables out already, so I can't even get blocked. That's a good point. I didn't even consider that. I just so thought they weren't stable blocking me, because I thought they had other things to do. But yeah, you're right. They literally can't even block me. That is actually pretty hilarious. And Overhunter's out of actions. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so it looks like red hits 38 and breeds a point to 39. Oh no, red's not breeding a point yet because they need more food. And why do they keep restarting? My god. You gotta go, but nice game and wrapping this up. Nice. Hard to tell who's winning our Terra Mystica game. That's been a good one. Yeah, no, I agree. It's actually been quite good. I think I'm still slightly behind. Like, I have a lot of good stuff happening, but I actually think you're probably winning.
you have just so many direct points, but I guess your post game's going to be pretty bad. So I agree. It's really hard to analyze. It'll be fun to see how that one goes. It's been very good, yeah. Anyhow, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. It's been great. All right, Red finally confirmed the same thing they did multiple times. I think I'm supposed to just take wood here because it's better tiebreaker and I get one more stable. I'm not going to overthink this. We're just going to finish this up. My post game is going to be so brutal. It looks pretty tight amongst everybody, actually, which is fun. Yeah, agreed. It looks like a really close game. So, all right, see you. Anyhow, yeah, what a sick game from us. We built 2 wood rooms, we built a ton of fences, and we still stabled out. I mean, this game was super wood rich, so like it's not that shocking. I mean, this is also 2 wood rooms, fences, and stables. It should be even more fences here. That looks like their best last action, and it is. Here's full stables, full fences, not wood rooms, but clay supports rooms, so still a lot of wood rooms. Again, it's actually mildly surprising me that Overhunter winds up with this farm at the end. Had so much access to wood also and grew first, and I think this is just a classic example from Overhunter of like we got kind of distracted by Hand Truck on a small family in a late growth game. Hand Truck's just not that good without some support. And I think the other problem for Overhunter, oh wow, Potter's Market. I like Shovel Bearer better when you have a Potter's Market. I now understand. Red was hoping for a few more actions this game also, and they were going to abuse Shovel Bearer with Potter's Market. I still don't think I would do that. I think there's better things to be doing, but I understand. I understand better what the idea was. Still don't agree with it, but yeah, I think this from Overhunter is just like overvaluing Hand Truck in late growth, focusing on the wrong things in late growth. Overhunter had a fireplace and like they could have built wood and been breeding animals sooner and had some pretty easy feeding off animals. And instead they went down all this reno and all this like reno and improvement stuff and their score is just bleh. They wound up without crops really. Like they have just one of everything. Like they stretch to hit constable, and it's nice to have ceiling, but in late growth games, just make your farm. I'm not in a stone house, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna score 49, almost 50. But hey, we're glad to get the win here because the seeding order definitely wasn't really in our favor, but the draft was partly in our favor. I mean, we got the first pick and informant, so again, everything I'm saying does come with the caveat, that I got a freaking informant in the draft. Informant was something like 12 or 13 wood for me. I mean, it's always dumb. I still got Animal Dealer in the draft though too. I maintain Animal Dealer. Real helpful here. Just get a hearth, get fences down fast. Use Animal Dealer for extra food that helps accelerate you into breeding animals faster, which, yeah. Double building was still really good for us here too. Even though it was late growth, even though it took us a long time to grow into these rooms, the fact that I was able to just double build and grow into these rooms while playing meaningful miners. I mean, supply boat wasn't that meaningful, but it did allow me to get 3 food with my grain action. Writing desk was good. The drinking trough let us breed a little faster. Sheep wells, 2 points in food. It was good. This was great. This isn't super instructive end state for what's important in late growth. Clay house and 1 major imp wins by about 10. Yeah, that's a great point, Dr. Bois. Yeah. Yeah, my offboard is pretty mediocre. I mean, I at least have some points on miners, which is, important. Like, this is just general drafting, though. Like, draft the miners that have points on them generally. Like, this stone cart, we spent wood on stone cart. We have lots of stone, but again, yeah, it just doesn't win. Just keep the things that have points on them. But yeah, I think you're exactly right, Dr. Bois. This is like really instructive of like, oh hey, the guy that built a just real solid farm is I only win by 7, not by 10, but yeah, like my opponents scored 38 and 35 in double late growth. But I've often said that double late growth is actually my favorite just because I think a lot of people handle it real poorly though. So this kind of once again proves that of like I really, really just like double late growth games because other strong players don't know what the hell to do. and then you get some pretty solid wins off of it. But I mean, again, I have some very solid cards. Um, Even though, again, even the Plow Hero, as annoying as it is, it does work. It does give me an extra field. That extra field cost me a decent bit of food, but like we had lots of food set up. I mean, part of this game is also just showing like setting up strong feeding is important. So the early game was a little sketchville, but then that's part of why I knew I really wanted a Hearth, because Hearth plus Animal Dealer was always gonna solve our feeding pretty easily. In some early growth games, I still think I get Stable Master down and I'm breeding animals even sooner to help make the food work. And then we probably do play a State Worker just for some trickles of extra resources. In an early growth scenario, I'm also ending the game in a stone house. You know, I actually use Chimney Sweep and get the Reno in. That was another weird part about this game, though, is like my opponents really, I think, overvalued stone and Reno, which is part of why my game was so good, though. They just like they all focused like they had to get all these big off boards and they had to get in stone houses. But yeah, again, it's super instructive. Like that's not actually what matters. You need to have a very good farm, and then you need that stuff. In early growth games, you often need the off board because you can get a really good farm, and then the difference maker is like, are you in a stone house? Do you have off board? But here, I mean, part of why this game works for me too is because a constable gets played. Like the constable coming in real early, those 3 points are part of why my score is reasonable here too. But I am gonna peek at the draft here quick because I do also think the draft in this game has a couple of lessons. Um, I suspect there's some things I heavily disagree with, but then we'll wrap up after that. But we're going to peek at the draft of Overhunter, who is the furthest away from us. I think I tend to agree with some of what he did, but I'm just curious. Um, wow, he has a first pick young farmer that never hit the table? I don't know how much I agree with what he did anymore. Oh my god. We have a young farmer? And then we just thought hand truck was better than young farmer, which turns out isn't true, by the way. I guess he also couldn't plow early. That's interesting. He got blocked from plowing in stage 1 because the player in front of him had a cesspit. Maybe you do have to drop Young Farmer then. But gosh, Young Farmer's so good. Oh wow, there's a Carrot Museum in this draft also. I mean, I wouldn't run the Carrot Museum because yeah, there's no way to bust it. I would not take Pet Broker out of this pack. I would not take Pet Broker out of this pack. Pet Broker is fine, but he does take Bonehead out of this pack. He thinks differently. Okay, I think that's certainly better. I also probably take Bonehead out of this pack, especially with Young Farmer. You kind of like you have extra reason to play majors. Now you're getting wood when you play those majors. This is a tough pack though. There's so many good occupations. I am one of the bigger Carrot Museum haters. I think Carrot Museum is only busted when you actually find strong support for it, and I just think you often can't find that good a support for it. Whereas Writing Desk is always just pretty good. And if I'm taking Bonehead, I would really be tempted to just take Writing Desk, especially when I see all the Ox are good on the wheel. I'd be very tempted to just take Writing Desk and say, screw it, somebody else can lose with Carrot Museum. Now, to be fair, in this game, you would have been passing Carrot Museum to Childless potentially, and then you do lose. So there certainly is benefit. I will thank Overhunter for de-drafting the Carrot Museum, but did I win? Yeah, by quite a bit. My opponents did not handle late growth well at all. It was a constable late growth game. I fenced out in round 9. I got all animals breeding by the end of round 11. I was at 4 family members, had all animals breeding at the end of round 11. Finished out the couple of fields I needed because the players in front of me had plowed early but not done animal stuff early. Got 1 Reno in. Just did solid things. Round 13, I got plow sow and family growth without because they all had other priorities, I guess. I don't know. It was weird. Time to spire. I wish, but I'm gonna head off. But that would be fun. No, I'm just looking at a couple of draft decisions quick. I also don't know if I take hand truck out of this pack. We have young farmer. I don't really think we want to do hand truck things, but I guess it's fine. Any thoughts on when I'm going to fulfill the game requests? Yeah, that's a much more interesting question, Gonzo. I really need to work on that.
Maybe Sunday I can get in yours. I really need to work on actually what I'm gonna run that War of the Ring with Patrick though. I really have to figure that one out. Oh, also, yeah, that Lord of the Manor. Oh my god. Lord of the Manor didn't even hit the table. Oh, I so disagree with how Overhunter played this game then. Oh my god. I totally forgot that our opening pack had Lord of the Manor along with Informant. How the hell? How the hell did we get focused on building majors and feeding via ovens when we have Lord of the Manor and a constable? Oh my god. I can't believe Lord of the Manor made it all the way around to him. I should have known though, actually. This is one thing I totally forgot. But oh my god. Yeah, we have Lord of the Manor Constable, and somehow we wound up with a crappy farm. How do we not wind up with 4 victory points in, at the very least, we should have 4 victory points in fences, plows, and grain. Like, that should not be hard. I mean, that's only 3 bonus points, so then I guess it's not that exciting, but wowzers, this hand wound up going very differently than I would have. Also, why do we have a clay embankment? I don't exactly know what we should have, but I'm not sure we should have clay embankment. Okay, well, yeah. I don't even think we want to necessarily see what our opponents did in the draft, but let's watch them pass some great stuff around. Oh my, the cesspit was passed. The cesspit was passed. We kept scales with childless. I don't agree with that. I would take childless, run childless hard, and then run cesspit right after childless and be totally happy. But whatever. They at least take childless correctly, so that's a kudos. But then we take tree gardener. To be fair, tree gardener is pretty good, but there's a Lord of the Manor. Like, I would take the Lord of the Manor, but this draft is like not that bad though. Actually, like a lot of these decisions are mostly reasonable, but taking childless correctly and playing childless correctly, not the same thing. Yeah, I mean, this is why you shouldn't take scales. Like, scales is a total distraction with childless. Like, just run childless. That's how strong childless is. Like, childless is better than any of the other stuff you're doing. The bean field is good, though. You have another spot to plant veggies. I like that. Childless is one of the few things that actually enables Nutrition Expert. Did we draft Nutrition Expert? No, of course not. We took the Sheep Whisperer. Oh my, we have Sheep Whisperer, but then we have Pet Broker. See, why did we fence early? Just run Pet Broker to breed your sheep on. Oh my. We also have Domestician Expert. That's a good place to put our sheep. But then we kept the Baker. Okay, there's ideas here, but yeah, this hand was played very not the way I would have, which is fine. But all right, and then finally, oh my, there's a private teacher in this draft. Okay, so our opponents like drafted some good cards and then just they never hit the table. We first picked an informant. We made the informant the key part of our game plan. Other players first picked a young farmer, first picked private teacher, and then decided to just not make those part of their game plan. I mean, I guess you get past cesspit, but just what? And we take Little Stick Knitter? Wait, this was Little Stick Knitter? There was a Little Stick Knitter in this draft, and we have clay supports, and we didn't figure out how to build rooms and explode our growth queue, and we just languished in late grow? Young Farmer skipped Baker? Yes, Young Farmer skipped Baker, Private Teacher skipped Baker. Correct. That actually is reasonable, but why did that not come down? That's what I mean. Now that I think more about it, like, clay supports keeping Little Stick Knitter actually defensible. Like, you know, okay, fine. We passed Baker because we were going to do Little Stick Knitter. But then, yeah, how did we get so distracted that we never played Little Stick Knitter, especially when we got an early Hearth off cesspit? And we couldn't grow, like, the grow queue was a mess. I mean, and we passed Lord of the Manor, but... And now we're keeping a schnapps distiller. We don't have any veg. And again, there's a okay, see, I really dislike this schnapps distiller. Oh, okay, we have veg via Potter's Market, I guess. But You have a cesspit. Just build a hearth. Your food is solved. Don't take freaking Schnapps Distiller. Cut the Constable out of the draft. You have a cesspit. Don't let it become a Constable game. You don't care about any of these Ox. At least that's me personally. I would cut the Constable here. Like, no need to watch my opponents get bonus points that I can't earn when I'm gonna draft a card that I don't need. But oh my god, we get Private Teacher with Firewood Collector back. Okay, well, yeah, this game was wild, but Private Teacher Corn Scoop also seems decent. Yeah, that's oh my god. Yes, there was a Corn Scoop in the draft. There was a Corn Scoop in the draft for the Private Teacher. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, well, anyhow, I partly won this game in the draft because my opponents did weird. They had very strong cards, but they chose not to like. I think my opponents could have had some really good combos. I think there could have been a young farmer with a baker. There could have been a private teacher with a corn scoop, firewood collector, clay supports, little stick knitter, like cesspit. Like I don't. There's so many things that could have been here, and instead, instead we played the games we did, and we scored in the 40s. Besides the one guy that just decided to play a good game of Agricola and get 49. What a weird one. Okay. Anyhow, thanks all for hanging out and chatting today. I'm gonna head off. Might get some more Slay the Spire next week and stuff, but yeah, for today, I'm done. I'm gonna move on. Might be chatting in Lumen stream later, but I should figure out when I'm doing Gizmos. So Gonzo, I'll try to reach out to you. I might try to do Gizmos this weekend, or like next week. And I definitely have to figure out when to do the War of the Rings stuff. I want to do it. I just have to actually commit to learning the interface. And then figuring out a good stream time to do it. But anyhow, glad to get a good game of Agricola. Yeah, again, I kind of like these double late growth games just because I think other people handle them kind of poorly. So good times. Got to run an animal dealer game too, which I enjoy. So yeah. Anyhow, I will see everybody around. It was a good day. Talk to y'all later. Bye.